Hi Bobcats. If you haven't watched previous videos, my name's Jamie Eberly and I'm one of the counselors here along with Janelle Moore. You can find us upstairs in the CATS building 204 and 203. Today we're going to talk about effective communication. This is a crucial skill that college students need to develop or enhance throughout their academic career. One of the reasons to do this is because it's going to improve your academic performance. It will make you a better person in a relationship with others, and also it's going to make you a phenomenal employee, which is ultimately our goal here after we get your degree. So there are 4 different styles of communication. You can think about these styles that I talked to you about and kind of reflect on, ooh, that sounds like me, or maybe you're one more than the other, but you have tendencies to the other style. That's okay. I just want you to pay attention to where you connect the most and how we can really focus in on developing a healthy style. So the first one that we're going to talk about is passive communication. This is a person who doesn't really speak up for themselves. They let others speak for them. They don't really communicate what they need or want. They might just go along with things even if it's not really what they want. So one of the styles, or some of the messages that you might hear them say are, I don't know what my rights are, everybody walks all over me. That's because they're not speaking up for themselves. These people often feel anxious because they feel out of control. They might feel depressed because they're not actually communicating the feelings that they have. And then there's some confusion because they might have these one feelings, but other people are telling them what they should feel. And so those are common feelings that a passive person might experience. Another style is an aggressive style of communication, often making you statements. They are trying to dominate and control other people. They often interrupt. They're not letting other people speak or share their ideas. And so this can kind of be a scary person to interact with sometimes, or it might just make other people shut down because they don't want to deal with that kind of person because they can be overbearing and such. So some of the ideas or beliefs that an aggressive person might have is that I can violate your rights, you owe me. They might act loud, bossy, and pushy. They might also make you feel like you're not worthy, and they may believe that. And so that's an aggressive style of communication. Next, we are going to talk about the passive-aggressive person. So this is the person who maybe mutters things under their breath instead of actually addressing the issue. They may use sarcasm. They may indicate that they agree, but then do things on the backside that indicate they don't agree or approve of what the plan is, and maybe sabotaging the plan or the action. Their beliefs or their opinions might be, I'm weak and resentful, so I'm going to disrupt others' plans. I'm going to appear cooperative, but I'm not. And they can often be alienated by other people. Sometimes they feel stuck, and then they feel resentful because the things aren't really going the way they'd like, and the real issue is never addressed. The 4th communication style is assertive communication. This is the one that we really want you to focus on. So if you fit into the other 3 categories, if you can move closer to the assertive communication style, this is going to make you help you be a better person and a better employee. So an assertive person is respectful to the others in which they're interacting. They value the thoughts and opinions of the other person while still communicating their desires, needs, and thoughts. They feel like they're in a safe environment. They provide a safe environment for everybody to share their ideas, and the other people feel valued when they share their ideas, unlike maybe some other types of communicators. So they'll use I statements. They will have good eye contact. The tone of voice is good. They'll feel in control. You'll see with an assertive person, they often have a sense of confidence. They might be connected to other people. They feel in control of their lives. So those are some results of being assertive. Their beliefs, a couple of their beliefs or ideas, is that I respect the rights of other people. Other people's opinions matter too. I'm 100% responsible for my own happiness. That's a good place to get to recognize that we are responsible for our actions and the outcomes. So assertiveness is really key if you need help in developing that skill. And I know a lot of people, maybe have some aspects of assertive communication, but we could always be improving and growing in that area. So if you'd like to work on that further, please feel free to stop in. We can give you some resources, or we'd be happy to work on it with you. So one of the last things that I'd want to talk to you about, because students often come into my office and they're feeling a little afraid because professors are so wise and they're in charge of my grade and I don't really know how to talk to them. I don't know how to connect with them. And so they have questions of their faculty members, but they don't know how to approach them or talk to them. So they just choose not to go. But that's what we want you to not do. We want you to go and visit with them. So I often encourage students, go ahead and send them an email. All of their emails should be available on their syllabus or Blackboard, wherever. You will have their email address somewhere. So compose a nice professional email to them. Greet them warmly and say, "Hi, Dr. Lynett." And then you want to indicate the purpose for which you're writing. So for example, I wrote this out. I'm really struggling to understand the content of our class. Would you be able to meet with me soon to review the material so I can better prepare for the quiz? I can be flexible with your availability. Thank you, Jamie Eberly. It's simple, but it's very clear of what you're requesting. I think the faculty members will be quick to respond to you. They'll be excited that you're engaged and want to understand, and then they can work to arrange a meeting time with you. So maybe you've sent the email. I know not everybody uses email. Sometimes their response time can be poor. That's just the nature of things. So another avenue you can take is look for their open office hours, or you can always just walk by and see if they're around. They may not be able to meet with you right at that moment, especially if it's not open office hours. But you can always just knock on the door or say, "Hi, excuse me," and then let them know that you'd like to arrange a meeting with them. Sometimes they may say, "Hey, I've got time, come on in and tell me what you need," and then if you need longer time, they may schedule an appointment in the very near future. But otherwise, if they allow you to come in and they have a minute, you can just express to them exactly the same thing we did in the email. "I'm having a hard time understanding the content. I'd really like to talk to you about this a little bit further. If you could give me some study strategies." And then after you've had a discussion, be sure to thank them for their time. It's just a respectful, responsible thing to do. So those are a couple ways that you can reach out to and talk with faculty members. I've worked with students in here before where they come in and just practice that with me before they go to their faculty members because they're so nervous about doing that. So please don't hesitate to come and talk that through with Janelle and I if that's something of interest to you. Otherwise, if you need additional tips on how to interact with faculty, on the library's website, on the Peru State College webpage, there is a program called Prep Step, and there's actually a module on how to talk to faculty. So I would encourage you to look at that for further strategies. Otherwise, we hope that you continue to build your assertive communication skills. They will make you a better individual all around. It will improve your relationships. And then also, ultimately, after you get your degree, we want you to be an incredible employee. And so this is by effectively communicating and being able to convey that to your future employer. That's going to set you above the others. So if you need more assistance in this, again, please don't hesitate to stop by, and we'll look forward to communicating with you soon.